I gotta play a game. This must be great entertainment. At least this guy is spending so much time. Okay, I think I am finally... There we go. Okay, now I'm finally connected to Twitch and can read chat on a different device. So that took about, I don't know, 6-7 minutes of silence. But I think you were all waiting for something great. And that makes it worth it. You had no idea what you were waiting for, but it was incredible. Yeah, that was expected. My first idea was to go f5, but that's not a great move, so I guess I gotta go for this, which is not fantastic either. He's got moves like b5. At some point I gotta speed up a little bit. How much delay are we on? Don't think it's much. Queen b6 looks a little bit loose. What can I do? Okay, let's start with king h1. He could not take that pawn. I am not thrilled with the way that I'm playing this game. My main active idea is kind of to go f5 or g4 at some point, but it just seems weakening right now. Maybe I'm just being negative Nancy. Okay, I'm trying to go here. Activate this somewhat miserable bishop. This is just no good. He can go CD, then he really feels like he has all the time in the world, huh? Okay, bishop e7. Now that is a major concession. And a tactical blunder too. Here, and then this is falling. Reasonable. Guess I should take the bishop while I can, yeah? No. I just want to be solid. This, bring the knight around. I mean, I am pawn up, and considering how close the position is, having a couple of knights against a couple of bishops is not really a big deal. It's not playable. Oh, this should be bad. This wins a pawn. Knight d7 looks good. Let's just take the pawn. Ooh, knight a6 too. Knight a6, queen b7. It's quite pointless. Let's just make it very simple. Queen e2. Here, queen g4. Okay. So it is queen g4, bishop d7, which isn't much, but it's something. Here, just fortifying this. Well, it's weakening a3, but who cares? Not me. You know what? Actually, I do care. Changed my mind. No, that's a blunder. It's now attacked twice, and the queen is attacked. So that's the end of the game. Okay. A lot of nonsense there at the start. But fortunately 5 minutes is a lot. So I had time to mess around for a bit and still get the work done. I'll have to play a little bit better than this in order to win a lot of games later on, but it's a decent start. Mr. Pranav is gonna have to put on his flagon boots. It's rook e3 there, winning on the spot, but yeah, g7. Very simple. Oh, queen f7, that's a bit of a choke. Still though, oh boy, that is a massive choke. No, that's... I mean, Pranav has to... Oh, he doesn't want to draw. He wants to lose instead. He wants to get flagged. Lose his rook. Okay, I think Buddy Pranav is going to be really dangerous today. If you survive such a game in the first one, then you can walk on water. Yeah. Yeah, that's a liquid shirt indeed. Oh, this looks like my game against Nadirbek in the World Blitz Championship. D4 is winning, but maybe Salem's internet is too bad. No, this is also winning, but King D2. Well, King E5 was winning too. F4, but yeah, a lot is about flagging now. Now he has to actually give up the pawn in order to win. E2, King D4, King E4. He's gonna have time to take both pawns, so, well, unless his internet collapses, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so this guy, this is zero ability, right? Yeah, this guy I flagged in a really, really disgusting way a few Title Tuesdays ago. Played 1c5. Sicilian invitation. Did I do that against him last time? B5. I'm just gonna play something reasonable, but at the same time, like, pretend that I'm showing disrespect to try and tempt him. Provoke him even more. It's D4. Is that good? Yeah, it's not a big deal, I think. TC, knight a6. His idea was CD4, queen d4, and this is hanging, and the rook. This, however, seems fine. Can you put the layout a little bit up? If I could, I would. Isn't it fine? You can see the board, you can see the times, you can see the scores as well in the tournament, or at least some of them. Come on. Beggars can't be choosers, no? So now we get some kind of Benko Gambit where I haven't had to give up a pawn. It gives me one less open line, but still, since the Benko Gambit is usually like +1 for white, maybe this is about equal. Knight b5 maybe, d7, knight e8, try and challenge those squares. The idea here is basically, like, we've got a very solid pawn structure here. That is not easy to challenge, so this pawn is a little bit advanced, and so that if everything kind of opens up on the queen side, then we usually have a bit of a positional advantage, which is something that it's a bit of an alien concept to a lot of people, that you can actually play a gambit like this that is not really a tactical gambit, it's a positional gambit. And those can be a little bit harder to understand and to judge than the ones where you see a lot of tactical counterplay. So when you play the Benko Gambit, which I did at some point, you kind of have to get used to the fact that you're going to be pawn down most of the time. And you're not getting it back. You're getting some play, which is obvious in some lines, and it's more kind of iffy in others, but yeah, you're not getting any pawn back. So yeah, here I seem to be doing quite all right. Challenging the stronghold here. If he moves his knight, I think I'm going c4, breaking up the queen side. Well, knight e3, same thing. b4 is sometimes a thematic move. Oh, I didn't see that my knight was trapped. Well, that may be a little bit unfortunate. Let's go here then. I should have decent compensation, at least practically speaking. This guy is spending a lot of time. Queen b6, threatening bishop c3, and then queen e3. Yeah, this was expected, but I do get another pawn, bishop b4. I take this, so he kind of has to take back, and now materially it's fairly equal. I mean, that was a poor move. I just wanted to prevent knight c4, but I realized that I'm probably allowing some other things. Queen g4 in some lines. Rook a3 kind of forces knight c5, I think. This too. Yeah, that was not my best. Okay. Guess I'm not too unhappy to trade. I could have gone f5, but it's g4. I kind of rejected that on general grounds, and as we talked about earlier, part of the appeal of these Benko Gambit types positions is that your pawn structure is really solid, so don't want to compromise that willy-nilly. Queen d4 maybe seems reasonable. Idea is either of trading or maybe jumping here. Not for the moment though, since that square is not protected. Okay, rook b7, introducing rook b2 and also rook b1. I'm a bishop down, but I have some pawns, I have some good squares. I'm not massively bothered by it. Yeah, queen c4, I suppose. He has to watch out for this idea, which he smartly prevents. Let's renew the threat, potentially. I mean, it doesn't even, and it blunders blunders d3, that's fine. I still have positional compensation. Oh, could have taken his rook. Okay, I am doing too much yapping and too little thinking. Yeah, that was not my best. I should still be able to flag him here, but yeah, this has been a bit of a shit show. Queen d4 if he tried rook f2, but yeah, this is smarter. Just centralize the queen regardless. He's running dangerously short of time. Rook c3 probably blunders the pawn. Rook a4. Just trade the rooks then and push the pawn. So if you guys didn't get it already, this is all about flagging now. So obviously not going to repeat. If you wanted to repeat the position, f4, take it. Like, I'm by no means objectively worse here, and I'm oceans up on time, so I should be good. Maybe this is a bit dangerous. Let's trade the queens then. Yeah, maybe this doesn't actually win. That's fine. We're gonna flag him. Yeah, we lost some time. Okay. Not our most inspired effort, that's for sure. I mean, at this point, let's see what the engine says. It probably says that I should have taken his rook. Yeah, I should have taken his rook. Who would have thunk? This position is equal. It's fine, but yeah. Yeah. Objectively, this was a draw, but I'm the one who's pushing. Yeah, the knight blunder as well. Yeah, this indeed just doesn't work. Then my whole plan kind of doesn't work. Yeah, see, otherwise, white is just much worse. Oh well. Let's look at Mr. Oh, he's a million pawns up and winning on time. Oh boy. I think he's... No, his internet connection has to be terrible, as Neil is not this slow. Oh boy. There. Let's see. Go down. Okay. Go watch his stream. On whatever. No, it wasn't my internet. My internet is fine. What are you talking about? No, now my internet seems to be somewhat lacking. Take it. Now it's like everything is moving in slow motion. It's weird. Does he want to attack me if I do this? No. Maybe I should have played 92 earlier on. Because this is a little bit of an annoying weakness, actually. You generally want the pawns on dark squares. Okay, let's go here. Could lead to a bit of a boring position if he goes for e5. Which he does. Now I have a very slight advantage, but we're going to get a very technical game, probably. Here, see he trades the bishop. I think he should have traded... he should have traded the... I really want bishop c2, but rook e1 and then d4 is a problem. It may not be a big problem. And bishop e3, there's an interesting line there actually. Rook e1, d4, bishop e3, dc3, rook c1, rook cb2, rook c7, b1, queen, king h2. I'm attacking this, I think I should be better. No, he wants a5. Yeah, I should not have allowed that. Okay, get a bit of a reprieve. What is that move? Doesn't even make sense. Queen f4. Yeah, maybe trying to go here. For the moment he has, yeah, he's an active queen and he has sufficient counter chances. I want to somehow trade a couple of pieces, consolidate, and then pile under pressure here, but it's not going to be easy to do. Oh well. Try to be patient then. King g2 and take it from there. Now he's kind of made some of the most obvious moves, so he feels like he needs a little bit of a think. Yeah, seems reasonable. If he goes rook e1 and then d4, I got rook d1. I think my bishop is quite happy to see the position opening up a little bit that way. Yeah, it's a reasonable move. So rook e5, that doesn't really do much. He takes, and rook e8, queen d2, so queen d4. He trades rook e2. Then what do I have? Not much at all. Okay, I'm gonna go queen d4, mostly because I don't see a lot of other ways. Trades, and then I'm hoping to plug the rook in e5 maybe next. And I'm hoping that enticing him to play h5 is good for me, because it means that he has more pawns on light squares that can be attacked by this bishop. So that's why I played h4, h5, and then queen d4, not queen d4 immediately. Okay, it's a reasonable move. e5. I think this is possible, actually. He chooses to ignore it. Then we'll take the file. Rook c6 may be reasonable, but then again, we are moving closer to a endgame that could be quite good for me. Now I think I'll trade, bring the king in, and I'm quite happy having a little bit of pressure on d5, and maybe I allowed this. Yeah, I think I may have. That was not what I wanted. I think maybe it's good for me to force this king away. I don't know if it's away or not, but it's not obvious whether that was better or worse square. No, I'm kind of more tempted to go in. Maybe this is still okay. No, it doesn't want to. Okay, rook a7. I don't really see what to do. b7. Just waiting for now. I'm hoping he goes back and then I have time to play f3. Take away some squares. No, this is a blunder. Here. And I should be winning the endgame. Should be fairly straightforward conversion now. His rook is not doing particularly well over here. That's a good move though. Okay, let me give a check. Okay, save this pawn. This one is hanging, so I will emerge 2 pawns up. But all my pawns are scattered, so it's not that easy to win. No, that was not good. He should have given a check. It's probably lost regardless, but now I think it's fairly simple. H1, go H5. Oh, it's good defense. It's the only chance there was rook H4. But, I mean, time-wise and everything is certainly losing. Now, here, this is not one of those F and H pawns that are... Okay, let me update the server, because seems like everything was a bit slow. Okay, poor games, but we got 3 out of 3. Oh, Arjun against Kvale, youngest Norwegian Grandmaster. Well, that wasn't exciting for long. What about Vincent Keimer? Well, that's a lot of pieces up. Nihal again. And yeah, I see his rating is lower, so 96.3 accuracy. Nah, I mean, maybe the accuracy was high, but the level wasn't that great because most of those moves were kind of simple-ish. I mean, it wasn't really bad, but it was not an inspired game by any means. Okay, Vokhidov. This guy I've played a few times. I think this is the guy whom I tried to beat with Scholar's Mate back in the day in the World Rapid in 2018. I think that's the guy. It didn't work. I did have a great position later on, that should be mentioned, but I lost the game. Let's go here. It's insane. Like, this is actually a theoretical line where they play, I think, bishop b5 and then bishop d3 back, and I just gave him an extra tempo. Well done, Magnus. That was clever. I think they go like knight b3 in those lines. Yeah, that's insane. Okay. If this is his extra move, then I'm not that worried. So h6, prevent bishop g5. It still feels like I'm tempo down or something on some theoretical lines, but yeah, it's not bad at all. I feel. It's like ends up a lot like some bishop b5. So he just wants to take and okay, that's sensible. I guess I have to go for it. I am known for playing the occasional endgame after all. I mean, I don't love the fact that the position is so simplified, but If I felt like I had a great alternative, I would have gone for it, and I just didn't feel like I did. Alright, just gonna trade everything immediately. I go f5. Yeah, okay. Now I do have some central potential. Yeah, I don't want to trade the rooks. That just leaves the position a little bit too flat. So even though I am risking a tiny bit here, I don't think it's that much. Let's go d5. You have to be careful of some f3, rook c6 stuff, potentially checkmating. Gotta think about that. Okay, go a5. Yeah, f3. Actually, I had to spam the move. The way that I'm playing right now, where I'm like not very vigilant, not that vigilant tactically, I could have missed that. No. It's just gonna end up a bit boring, isn't it? Oh well. A4 was a straightforward draw, but I'm giving him the chance to play for a win, but not without risk. Rook a5, rook c8. I do feel like I should be fine, like the king is entering potentially. It seems like I have enough activity to make a draw. Like these pawns are like technically self-propelling, but if you want to advance them both, they're just not going to be very fast. So I can go king f4, but then king e2, here, king d3, and if I take this pawn, he has rook f7, so I gotta give it a check. Okay, rook c2, and I think he has to go here. But now it becomes a bit of a race. Okay, I think I do just want to take h2. I think I do. I mean, this pawn is... I would normally want connected passers, but this pawn just seems really dangerous too. Rook b2 maybe. I like that. King c4. Right here. I am advancing quite fast. Don't think he's going to have an easy time saving this. a7. No, this looks very dangerous for him, doesn't it? I see some lines here where he can potentially save the game. Should I? Like h3, rook g7, h2, rook h7, rook a7, rook h2. Then maybe rook b7. Is that the move? And then try and force king f4 and then go here. King c4, sorry. So rook b2, king f4. That's really complicated. Maybe a draw, actually. Oh, I gotta move. I forget. Okay. Maybe rook c7 is the way. No, that's not the way. No, I don't think. No, I think this is wrong. The good thing is, unless I somehow manage to lose this in time, I'm risking nothing. Rook b2, rook c3, king e2, king... No, is this really okay? King f4, b4, king d3, king here, b4. Yeah, he's miscounted, hasn't he? No, he's not. King. Okay. King e2 though. I mean, this is at the very worst great winning chances for me. No, king c3 just loses. No, he gets this. He had to go to b2. Yeah, it was... Engine just says everything is a draw. Boo. Was I ever winning? Yeah, Engine just thinks that I'm a bit better. Even like g5 doesn't even care. Here, do takes rook b2 is correct. h4. Yeah, I just lost my nerve there. This here, he's not in time. What am I doing? So h3, that's a mistake. Here, yeah, no, it's a draw. Okay, here. Because otherwise, like if you try, I thought his plan was this at first, but I just go here and he's a tempo short. And if he does this, I can go e4, but I can also go here and stop the pawn. But yeah, I mean, king c3 is wild, but this has got to be winning. Yeah, I mean, the king is on the wrong side, so this is certainly winning. Oh well. Shouldn't have gone into that endgame, huh? If your card is still playing? Oh boy. It's gonna take a miracle and a half to save this. Check, but I mean, not rook e2. He's probably pretty tilted, isn't he? No. Yeah, that's a little bit of a setback for him. Let's see. Fabius 4 out of 4, Sindora 4 out of 4, Elam is 4 out of 4, Lazovic 4 out of 4, Arjun 4 out of 4. Lot of good players. It's good. Should Xabi Alonso go to the Premier League? Well, it depends, doesn't it? Depends on whether he has star players in that team that need to be, need special attention. Yeah, I gotta do something about this setup because also this Mac, which is primarily my wife's, has been working quite slowly ever since we started to use it for streaming, and she's not thrilled about it, which is very understandable. And evidently it's not working that great either, because I think that the Wi-Fi is quite good. Possible, what's the best way to beat you in the endgame? It's like maybe have a queen up when you get to the endgame, or some significant advantage. If it's equal, like, I know it's a little bit of a punchline, but like if it's equal, then I will usually make much better moves on average than most people, and that's just the way it is. Is the Mac good for streaming just like chess or small stuff? Well, if today is anything to go by, then no. Okay, there is a 6-minute break that I will use to go say hi to some people in the house. And then I will be right back. Oh boy, I'm back a little bit late. Classic Gambit. Well, I did go for 1c4, which is a slight mistake, since it allows e5, but he didn't see that. But it's still like a solid top 5 opening move, I would say. See what 95? No, I guess not. So we're significantly down on time, which is not ideal, but that's what you get. Also, why aren't we doing emote only? Are the mods also not back from their break? I don't know, preparing b4. It's a pretty boring position. Like, obviously, I was a bit surprised by his opening moves, and then with the time and everything, I didn't want to waste a lot of it. So I played some, I think, fairly indifferent moves. Okay, bishop e5. Yeah, that's what I figured. Maybe I should go. I mean, I don't want to go d4. It just kills my bishop. Like, I love the bishop pair, but I don't love it that much. I want to eventually, try and do something on the queen side. Hack away at his... This is called a minority attack. The idea is to create a pawn weakness here or here, finally, and a little bit like one of the earlier games that we talked about here. One advantage I do have with this relatively modest pawn structure is that it's hard to attack. So I have a little less space, but a solid structure that could be an advantage when the position opens. Okay, that's an interesting decision. So you want c5? I guess that's reasonable. Let's go b6. I might lose that pawn, but it seems like the principled decision. Otherwise, he goes b6 himself, and then what am I really doing? But I feel like even if I lose the pawn, I now have some positional potential. Like, if I can get either of these pawns, I have a great position. Okay, so he wants rook c6. Do I have to go e4 now? There's also d4, c4, queen b5, rook c6 always there. Okay, let's go e4. Yeah, knight d7. Kind of semi-hoping he wouldn't do that. Which is it's not a perfect strategy against such a good player as Serrano to play hope chess. Yeah, because he's got rook b4 as well. It's actually super annoying. Bishop g4. so good. It's really not good. I'm kind of scrambling now. Oh, it should be fine. A lot of loose points in his position still. So it should be alright. Look, rook b1, b1, okay. Wait a second, queen d5, queen d5, ed, was it rook b4 I got takes and then bishop d7, so that doesn't work for him. Rook b6, no, it doesn't work. So we're gonna go for this. What is his plan here? I'm curious. I think I may have regained the initiative. Yeah, I think it's quite drawish, but he's lost his time advantage now. Oh, that's a good move. I didn't see that. Okay, I take back everything I say. Sorry, I said earlier. Not better at all. Okay. Yeah, it's just a dead draw. I think I got too much time, so I don't think flagging is very realistic. Okay, no, I'm very, very slightly better. Not that it matters, it's just a dead draw. I mean, a little bit less dead now, but yeah, still deadish. Technique that he's showing is not very impressive. I don't really have anything. I don't think I'm risking anything. That's an annoying move. It's really annoying, actually. Here, I go rook b5. Trying to win, always too ambitious. Oh, I'm actually losing now. I just realized. That was completely and utterly unnecessary. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Well, that was not my finest. I'll say that. Trying to win, as though, like, even trying to win, I was just kind of even going through the motions. And here, yeah, it's lost. Rook b5, rook g3, king g3. Good technique. I was thinking about this here. Even this is not even close to winning, but at least I can force a draw. Oh boy. I wonder what it thinks about here. E4 is done. That goes without saying. Queen d2, huh? Attack a5. So rook c6, no. Rook b5, b6, takes. Already winning. Weird. This here, yeah, it's just a dead draw. The thing is, if you had gone rook b3 there and b6, like nothing would have ever happened in that game. But since he allowed rook b5, which made that I'm very, very, very slightly better, I continued to try. It was my downfall. But, you know, try to win a lot of these endgames and it works out. I mean, on average, I definitely gain a lot of points from it. Don't know if this is good. No, this is just bad for me. I don't know. Should be 397. I can take here later on. Don't know if that's a big deal or not. Okay, now at least I got this setup. No, I don't. He has queen d1. Okay. Look at knight b6. Knight b6, queen e2. Probably have to repeat. No, I don't. He's not threatening this anymore. Okay, I am just out of my mind. I mean, bishop c5 and then knight a4. It's just good for white. Yeah, it doesn't even take. This should not be that clear. Maybe it is. Kirill Klukin. It is Kirill Klukin. That's his username as well. So I was wondering who it was, but I guess I go here. But I mean, I am just a pawn down. I think he only has like a slight positional advantage in addition to the pawn. That's the good part. Go here. Rook d1 was not a convincing move. This if I want. Yeah, I'm not sure I should do that. Don't know. Does anything, at least it takes away this square? I am not playing well today. But his last couple of moves have not been the most incisive, that's for sure. Okay, that's sensible. He wants b4. Also potentially to prevent knight b5. If I go b5. That's a bad move. Whatever, I'll just do it. I mean, it's a bad move for many reasons. Like, it's just positionally not good. But I just decided to do it because I'm a little bit tilted. Which I think You're allowed to be tilted sometimes. It is human nature, and it's fine. I know, hinting. Try to be slightly annoying. Here, sorry. Well, rook one is actually good, but no, I was hoping that he cannot quite corral my pieces, and then maybe I get a little bit of counterplay. Yeah, those, but queen c3, queen c2, queen d4. This queen is turning out to be quite slippery. Knight d2 is a big idea. Unless a5 is good. At least I can take it, and then queen c7 I go back. Don't think that's a massive problem. Well, this bishop is decent. That is just such a wimpy move. He wants like knight d2, knight f3. Play for a draw. But, I mean, this has got to be punished somehow. Start with knight a3. So queen d3, there's queen a1. That should win a piece. Unless his pawn is moving. This is too complicated. Clock is ticking though. Maybe actually here, this is cleaner. That's a definite win of a piece. Queen b3, there's queen d2. I was hoping. Then queen c1 after king f1. Queen b3. No, I gotta go. I actually gotta go queen a1. It's not ideal. So here, I mean, queen b1, basically I just think loses. There's bishop c d2, then a6, bishop e1, a7, bishop knight b5. That keeps the game going. Bishop d2, knight c2, go knight c2, bishop a5. That also keeps the game going. Question is if that's better than knight b1, knight c2, queen a5, queen b1. Would I rather keep my knight or bishop? Keep his knight or bishop? I think I would rather keep his bishop actually. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay, it's fine. He's got g3, but or this. I thought I should have very decent chances of flagging him here. Which is kind of what every game is devolving into, but you guys are used to that by now, so I'm sure you won't complain. Ugh, why am I so slow? Like I talk about flagging and then I just end up wasting all this time. He saw my threat. Unfortunately, okay, we gotta just move around. He's doing well, sadly. This doesn't even do anything. Okay, now we gotta go g5. anything at all. Gotta push, I guess. Okay, try and win a pawn. First very, very slight achievement in this game. Oh wow. Just gives up the pawn, huh? Oh no. No! I did it on the wrong moment. Okay, this is not going to be enough, is it? Problem is that he doesn't actually have to take any of the pawns that I offer him at any point, so he can just keep moving around. Ah, it's a draw by repetition. Okay, well defended. Good game, sir. And I feel like all of this is fair game. Like, we'll try and win. I think she just defended well. That was more or less it. Now though, we gotta win a lot of games. We gotta dig ourselves out of a little bit of a hole. Okay. I tried c4 earlier, didn't work, so I'm trying it again. Okay, now e5, that's the best move. Taking control over the center. Not that I didn't. It's annoying. Try to be a little bit provocative. Here, good night. Oh, if I could only draw arrows. It's a much improved version of the yeah, come on. Play put on some emote only. Yeah, it's a version of the North Sea, the Norwegian rat variation where you got an extra tempo, of course, since you're playing white, and it's also played h5, which is useful, but maybe not the most useful. So it's a better version. Whether that makes it great, well, that's something the experts have been debating for years. So, I mean, I could have taken e4, but that helps him with development and so on. This pawn is a bit of a lame duck regardless, and I think development is more important for now. Knight f6 now, then probably d3 to be honest. ED, bishop g5, I think he's in trouble. Yeah, so exclamation mark waitlist for take take take. That was mentioned last stream, but I'll mention it again. We're doing something new and a little bit different. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. Yeah, that was this idea. D4, H3, then knight e4. I think he has decent play. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, to be honest. I hadn't seen it, and it kind of ruins my plans a little bit. Big plans for this position. Okay, we'll try and retain the initiative. At least this doesn't allow him to open up the H file. So, okay, knight g4, I got bishop e4. the idea. If bishop e4 immediately, well, he takes the bishop f5, maybe ef5. Can open up the h file and then left g3, bishop g7. I think he has good piece play. Now at least I can claim that I'm fighting for the initiative. It's another annoying move. This guy is quite good in these weird positions. I think we got a trade. Rook g1 maybe? Trying to tempt him into playing f5. I don't know if it's bad, but at least I got ideas then. Bishop c6 and then either e4, which looks a little bit too committal. But there are others. G4. This is a transparent trap. Okay, so kind of admits that that foray was a pretty big fiasco. So now I must have very good play. Let's jump with the knight. I could have just developed the bishop, to be honest, because if the queen moves out, I got knight d5 regardless, so it wasn't like he was completing his development anyway. But this looks great. I have very good central control, and now I'm preparing for queenside castles as well. g4, trying to loosen the pressure, I think still takes, and then queen e3 is quite awkward. Okay, so he once takes and knight b4. That is clear. I don't know if it's a great idea, but let's just prevent it. Because I can. He wants bishop f, he wants queen f6. Take with the pawn. What's he gonna do? e7 just seems to lose a pawn. He does. So it's typical, like, Indra's just not a kind of player who massively values material, which makes him very interesting to play and to follow his games, because he values other factors like dynamics and time more than most. Okay, let's just go king b1, e3. He could have gone knight e4, but there is no way he was saving that game with really bad endgame and less time. So where's the knockout? There must be... This move is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Do I have any tactics? I can go e4. And then queen h7 maybe. Okay, let's do that. Queen h7. Queen h6, rook g8. That should win. Here. Oh, does that work? No, I don't think it does. No, this doesn't work for him. Rook g5. Was knight c3 working for him? I don't know why he's not resigning. But, I mean, that's the question. Okay, I'm not going to turn on analysis immediately. I'm just knight c3. So king a1, there's queen here, and if here, the idea is queen check. Takes, and then he takes here. So the only idea for me is to go king here. And this probably works, huh? a4, king c3. Yeah. Ah, this works. No, I was thinking here, queen e1, and I'm worse, but queen b1. Okay, cool. That was here. Yeah, g4 is a pretty good move. Still better, but g1 is good. Yeah, this was terrible. And now he's just essentially lost. That didn't work, it was losing. Right? Oh, yeah, queen c3. So I had to go rook e1 and then queen e1. Okay, cool. Smart asses. Yeah, take first, then queen b1. Okay, fun game. We probably got some games left. Mr. Hikaru still playing. It's a bit slow, isn't it? No, I guess it's not. Well, 6 out of 7. Renato Terry, who's doing very well in these tournaments recently. 6.5, as well as Sindarov and Sarana, whom I lost to earlier. And then 12 players with 6 out of 7, and then a bunch more with 5.5, including myself. So a little bit of a mountain to climb. You're all going to get banned if you keep saying 6-7. Just so you're saying. Just so you're warned. That's what I meant to say. It's going to be brutal. Okay, but one game at a time. That was a fun game. So let's start with that. Okay, David Anton, very good player. I did beat him in the World Rapid and in what I think was a pretty fun game. Let's go for a Fianchetto setup, much like I did against him last time. Trying tempting to go e4. He doesn't bite. See what I'd like a quick a5 c4. So h3, the idea is that he's preventing g5 with then knight h5 because he can go hide. This does look pretty fun, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it. He has given me a bit of a target here to latch onto. I just want to go here, and part of the idea of this is that the center is relatively closed, so it makes it a bit more feasible to go for these flank attacks. Okay. We obviously continue with our stated plan and goal. Okay, this as well. Then he takes a knight f1 maybe. Then I got takes and bishop h4. Seems very decent, no? Knight h2, I suppose. Knight h5. I feel like I got a nice initiative here. I haven't had to sacrifice that much positionally. Queen is coming here next. Now I have got the bishop here. So it's not like I'm doing anything crazy committal, positionally speaking. Like, I don't have to win this game in the attack by any means. I wouldn't mind, because that's better content. But, you know, don't have to. So queen e2, natural move. So there, I think knight g4, there was queen g5. And that didn't look very appealing for white. Okay. Should I not have allowed that? I don't know. But kind of methodically increasing the pressure. Should we go c5? The idea is to try and entice d5, and then I go knight e5. So, I mean, bishop g3 doesn't seem to do anything. Let's go c5. Okay, c3, at least now his rook is not participating in the defense of the king side. Maybe the king up is a little bit committal, but again, knight f5 doesn't seem to do anything. Just take and move away. So I think I can get away with it. Maybe queen g7, putting some pressure here again. We are wasting too much time now. Yeah, I feel like I am. Yeah, that was dumb. At least I do have a very juicy square for the knight, even though for the moment this one is hanging, so it may not be that great. It's a good move. I am losing the thread. There's no doubt about that. That seems wrong. I'm definitely losing the thread. this one. I did not see that coming. I'm not sure if it's a great move. I think that was maybe a tad over enthusiastic on his part. Interesting game, but I'm playing too slowly. Well, now I'm spending some time. I do like that. I did have Knight of 3, which I thought about earlier, but not now. But I don't think it worked. But it's an idea to think about for later. Could very well pop up again. I should be fairly safe here. Check. Rook h6. No, I should be winning. Queen d3 is not a move. Clever defense. Can take here. Oh, queen d5. Queen e5. Queen e5 works, doesn't it? Oh my god, it does. Let's checkmate. Queen e5. Oh, he missed it. That is so lucky. Now I can take on d3. Now I can take on queen d3 and I can hide. Queen e5 was mate. Oh wow. What a shit show. Now because his queen is pinned, he is left empty-handed. It's actually not that clear. Yeah, it's just checkmate. Otherwise I'm winning. Queen takes e5. He was thinking for so long as well. I thought he was just checking, double checking, double checking. I must have been doing great early on. Richie, yeah, better. Yeah, h4. My first instinct was actually better. So I'd rather open the g file than the h file. Yeah, this is also nice, but that's good. Fine. G7 is reasonable. That's a dumb move. It's actually alright. That's surprising. Oh, and the rook g6. Didn't think about that. I mean, this part of the game wasn't as bad as I thought. Here, yeah, just king. It's not easy to see that king e1 and king d1 is reasonable. Like, if the only move to win is this. And then, yeah, this would have been a moment for glory. A moment of glory. This is why you don't do puzzles, kids. Because if this is a puzzle, you see it immediately. But in puzzles, you're trained to see puzzles. While in games, you're not, you know? So it's not that helpful. Oh well, we survive a really fun game. Oh, Hikaru lost again. Serrano is running away with it, huh? So if he kind of performs the last few games, then I have no chance, but everybody else, I don't know. 3 out of 3 finish usually is enough for shared firsts, but my tiebreak is kind of good too. You know what? We believe. Hashtag. But I gotta win out. And the way that I'm playing, it's not looking extremely likely. Hikari played the bishop c4 Sicilian against Serrano, huh? He's not playing it the correct way. What a shame. But we got a lot of work to do in order to potentially win this tournament. Okay. I'll try to I'll take a little bit of a break again. I'll try to make it back on time. But I can't promise anything. Because, judging by the past, I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, see you soon. Oh no. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear. How? How is it starting this early? Ugh. I beat Liam and some Title Tuesday like 2.5 years ago. With a similar line. I feel like I saw something like this. Seems strange though. A5, Queen C3. That doesn't make any sense. Queen C5. Let's try it. Seems a little bit strange what he's doing. He's usually well prepared for these lines, so I'm sure he has something up his sleeve. A4, C5, I think. I was thinking of B5. It's just too much. It's probably too much. If I can't get like immediate counterplay, then I'm just not in great shape here. B5 takes rook B8, Queen C5, rook C8, Queen A7, takes C4, Knight C3. Just got nothing. What about A6 though? Knight C3, B5 takes, Queen B5. And what do I have? Really not a ton. Maybe I kind of have to go for that right now. Okay, whatever. This is not great, but I didn't see what to do. Takes. I got some ideas of knight d6 maybe later on, after queen c2 and then b5. Probably giving me some counterplay at least. knows? Bishop b5, bishop g5 seems quite good. Okay, here he wants to take away the b8 square. I see his point. Yeah, I just don't have much. I feel like I kind of have to give up this pawn. g6. But, I mean, realistically, this is just not a great Benko Gambit at all. Fuck, I have to go f5 here. No, I cannot do f5. Let's at least not in blitz. I don't think I should weaken my position like that. But I mean, this is... Yeah, this is a pawn down and not much to show for it. Endgames can sometimes be semi-palatable in the Benko Gambit. Because, as we talked about in another game, like the positional advantages that you have with the better pawn structure and so on, or more solid pawn structure, they sometimes endure into the endgame. But I don't really believe it here. Let's get that out of the way, but it is something. Also, this knight is terrible. No, I'm just trying to keep the game going, honestly. But what do I really have? I'm trying to get a4 is still... I don't know why I'm trying to entice that, because it's a move he wants anyway. That's not good. Not good at all. Like, I cannot even challenge his bishop there in any reasonable way. Trying to make this. Sorry. Drawing of arrows leaves something to be desired, as always. Okay, f5, I think. But it doesn't really do much. f3, and then what do we really have? Now there's b4. No, I think that was a very, very slight mistake on his part. Now I have a little bit of hope. Maybe it's unfounded, but I do. Time is ticking too. Oh, knight d3 is a threat. Oh. It's getting a little bit shaky for him. No, I mean, no. Rook a4 next. Bishop g5, knight e1, he missed that. I think I just go here. Could have tried and gone for this pawn, but I just want to make sure I don't trade too many pieces. Okay, this one I can trade. Or we're getting to the point where I actually have an objective advantage, and I have a large time advantage too. That was bishop g4. That didn't really do anything. Okay, d5, e5, 4. Yeah, now the game is over. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. Through the depth of despair, we emerged with a win. So now we got 7.5 out of 9. And a good tiebreak, so there's some hope. And Serrano drew. So I just need to score more points than him. Half a point more than him the rest of the way. Well, win 2 while he makes a draw, and I should have a good chance of being ahead of him. And there will be probably more players with 8 out of 9. Santo Blue. Sanal is going to have 8 out of 9. He's and Sindarov as well. So Sindarov makes it to 8 out of 9, as well as Sanal. And so I'm probably getting Sanal next, maybe. I think I played 2 black games in a row. I don't know if I had 2 white games in a row before that, but I am certainly dual white, and as far as I could see, Sanal is dual white as well. So I have a better tiebreak than everybody who's in front of me here. So that's good. Zatorov, well, it's not a fantastic pairing, gotta say. But it's alright. Oh, c6. That was a little bit of a surprise. Okay, let's play this weird line. This was, I think, invented by Magnus many years ago for the Chess Olympiad in Dresden and in 2008. Originally a Slavic village, Dresdane, which is the most useless piece of trivia that you'll find right here. Does he just want queen a6? Okay, sure. I'll trade. I don't mind that. I mean, these endgames are usually fine for black, but it's not as if there's an advantage to be found in other areas. Okay, bishop e3. Yeah, that was expected. I think we'll bring the rook and try and get the knight around. Okay, f4 and so on. I guess it's fairly equal, but I do have a space advantage. But yeah, it's fairly equal. Now if he trades, I can go rook d3, which I couldn't with the knight on d3. I'm not sure he should be thrilled to have exchanged that. Maybe I can probe with rook b3 here as well. Knight a5, rook c3. Nah, I'll just go rook c3, then knight d3. No, rook b3 just to prevent knight. No, he still has this. What am I doing? That was an absolutely awful move. He didn't really punish me. No, that was... I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what that was at all. Okay, okay. B3, I suppose. He'll be able to attack. He'll be able to attack. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Rook c8 or king d2. And I can protect this in a convenient way. So he wisely does not trade all the rooks. I think I should go over here. No. Okay. That's a very good move. Oh yeah, that's a very good move, unfortunately. Okay. H6, yeah, we gotta push it now. Okay, so he doesn't go. Well, I think we gotta get some counterplay before he breaks up and open the queen side. Oh, I do have this though, don't I? My play is just sluggish. I think rook b2 was better. I think he missed a good opportunity there. I really want some knight g6 at some point. Oh well. Guess we'll be sensible for now. I'm just a step slow. That's what I feel. Everywhere a step slow. Okay, what's knight b5 clearly? I should have enough counterplay now. But I mean, the draw doesn't really do me any good. It's another miss. Can't even do that. I'm getting completely and utterly outplayed here. Rook a3 is a move. Everything's just falling apart. No, knight b5. Gotta go here, I guess. No, yeah, this just wins, unfortunately. Just complete and utter desperation. It's more than enough. Yeah, it's a loss. Okay, I was just, what can I say? I was outclassed in that game. No other way to put it. Just yeah. Just he understood the position better. Here I should have gone takes, but I didn't get the position. I didn't understand that he wants to provoke b3, and then he wants to prepare b5. Here I'm sort of getting counterplay. h4 is actually okay. Bishop h6. When didn't I do that? Rook b2, I think I was worried about. h3. g5. Here. Yeah, I was thinking about knight g6, but didn't really. It's just like I saw this position, but I didn't realize that it's good for me. Work. Didn't really work. Yeah. There are nothing to wait. And winner of 9 out of 10. Serrano made another draw. So you probably still have a good tiebreak. So I guess I don't know how many places there are that get points in the standings for the EWC, but I mean that's about all we can hope for in the last round. I'm 13th at the moment. It's not great. I've lost 2 games and 1 draw. Oh, Drake as well. No easy pairings, huh? But let's try and play a good game. If I win this one, I should be top 10 at the very least. Yeah. Little. We gotta hang on to what we get, even if it sometimes is not much. I think I lost 2 games in this tournament with the white pieces. Yeah, Serrano, that was really unnecessary. And then, yeah, last game. We got, I'll play it. Okay, yeah, we got, we gotta get emote only. No chance to win the tournament now. Let's go c5. Drinking is not a big theory guy, so let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Had this against Nepo back in the days. Queen e2, e4, the idea is bishop e3. So it was in the World Youth Championship in 2003, the last round. And I lost a very interesting game. Back then I used to lose to Nepo every single time. Yeah, let's just play the move for old time's sake. I think I played knight h6 then. It certainly wasn't great. Also, I didn't remember what the actual good moves were. Let's try this. I wonder if people can hear the conversation in the background here. It's quite interesting. I'm losing a lot of tempo with the queen. Don't bring out your queen too early, kids. It's only for very best players who sometimes know when to break the rules. Takes. Not even bishop f7. This. Okay, his pieces aren't that well placed, especially knight on a3. So I feel like as soon as I complete development, then I'm good. And with that, I basically like mean knight c6. As soon as I get that, I think I should be all right. I heard the words good, productive shopping spree in the background. Now I'm a little bit worried. Okay. Is his idea just to provoke h6 and then go bishop f4? Probably will, so. Oh, it doesn't even work, does it? Knight a5, bishop b5, b4. And bishop b2. I was thinking of this, but it's got queen b3, bishop c1, dc6. I'm left empty-handed, am I not? Knight d4. I guess I gotta do it, but it looks bad. Knight d4, bishop h6. Okay. What am I doing? I was looking at bishop h6, but in that line, c1 was hanging. Something I should be able to see. I just blundered my queen. Which, speaking of things that I should be able to see, I definitely should be able to see that. Okay, I don't want to give up. It's pure tilt. Ugh. Oh boy. Queen down. It's hard to come back from. We'll see. I've survived worse. Here, hoping for this. Is that something you could be interested in blundering, Mr. Andraken? It's a sensible option. Yeah, there isn't a lot of hope here. Amongst other things. Amongst so many other things. That move, that was surprising. It's not the most efficient way to win, that's for sure. bit, which is not ideal. I mean, this is the best position I've had in a long time. Doesn't say much, but like there are scenarios where this goes wrong for him, which you couldn't necessarily say earlier. Okay. What is he doing? No? There aren't a lot of points for him to attack. Now he can flag me, of course, and I can blunder e7. I don't know why I'm going for counterplay. That's always the wrong strategy in these positions. I mean, I had to go for counterplay. Yeah, it's a loss. Okay, that was. I wonder if there were any like semi-chances here. Engine doesn't seem to think so. I mean, don't blunder the pawn, you stupid moron. I should go take the bishop here, huh? Yeah, this is so basic. This, yeah, I mean, this is so incredibly naive as well. Oh boy. Okay. So I kind of survived a few dodgy games there. And then I really came back to earth in the last couple of games or so, with two very, very deserved losses. So I don't know. It was not my finest, but that's all right.